I'm singing and I'm all like, woohoo! Hello, big boy.
Don't even start.
Oh, here he is. How are you, Stavros?
Oh, I'm pissed off.
What's the matter with you?
Oh God, I hate computers.
Oh,
and they just go slow, and they want to restart when you don't need it to restart. Why don't they tell me when I don't need the computer? Why don't you restart now when you don't need me, and then when you do need me, I'll work perfectly for you. Then I'll stop you putting your great big fat fucking foot through the screen. What are you drinking there, by the way?
Rum.
Christmas and New Year is over, don't you?
It's Colin's birthday today, so
No.
So I'm that's the rum I brought him. It's quite
Happy birthday, young man.
You're wearing your tight little shorts tonight.
Oh. Birthday sex on the way for you, kiddo.
I bet he shaved his ass.
Yeah.
On your podcast feed, on your radio, and on your smart speaker. This is Three Men and a Microphone from These Three Media.
Hello, and Happy New Year! Welcome to the first episode in Season 4 of Three Men and a Microphone from These Three Media. My name is Ian. Thank you so much for downloading, following and everything, and enjoying all of our Christmas specials, etc. Hope you're doing well. Hope your new year is starting off fantastically. Hello, Darren.
Hi, Happy New Year to you and Damo and all our beautiful listeners. It's good to be back.
It is good to be back. Hello, Damian.
Happy New Year to both of you. 2022, does it still feel weird writing it, saying it, being in it?
Have you said 2021 still yet, Damo?
Yeah, I write it all the time. Crossing it out on everything. Yeah. It's great to be back. We're here. We're on again. Season 4.
I know. How scary is that? Right, coming up on today's show, we're going to talk about someone that made £38,000 a week by selling something. We've got Telly over Christmas. We've got Don't Touch the Decks. Interesting. Twixmas and Darren's journey to Lapland. And lots more. All to fit into the next 45 minutes, though, of Three Men and a Microphone from These Three Media. Let's start the episode.
I think I've got a little lump in my throat, boys. I don't know about you two, but it's really good to be back.
Oh, it's so great to be back, honestly. Oh.
I know it sounds like we hate each other, but I've missed you.
No, I have. I've missed you guys. It's like, again, Christmas and birthdays when you've been married for 11 years. You look forward to that little something. It's like this show, you know? I look forward to it for the first two episodes, and then I go off it.
I will just pick up the fact that neither of you sent a text to say Happy New Year.
Oh, don't bother with that now. I'm 41.
Yeah, it's a bit overrated, isn't it, New Year?
I was feeling it is. I was asleep, by the way. I was asleep by 11 o'clock on New Year.
We would have been, but we were invited again to our friend's house, and we had lots of bottles of JD and everything else, yes.
We played SingStar.
No, what's the dancing one we played? What's that dancing one that you do? You have to do all the actions.
Thunderbirds Are Us? No, Thunderbirds I'll Go.
It's a computer game when you have to follow the actions.
You've got really little hands, haven't you?
What? Yeah.
Little arms.
Yeah. Yes, because of my dad.
Why?
You know my dad.
What?
Jeremy.
Sorry?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. I see what you said.
Small hand.
Oh, don't. Always made me look, that did, seriously.
So we are in 2022. We have migrated from 2021 into 2022, which feels very much like 2019 and 2020 all rolled into one together. So I want to talk to you about a story which blew up in the first week of 2022. And it's pretty much, it's a bit of a depressing story. It is a
great.
Woman.
What a way to start the show.
Oh, no, it's a depressing in a certain way. Not a depressing as in like sad, but a depressing as in sad.
Okay.
A woman made £38,000 a week, but ended up in hospital for what she sold. Now, do you want to have a guess at what this woman spent what this woman did to get £38,000 a week that she sold.
Did she sell an organ that was inside of her, similar to that, something?
No, £38,000 a week. So every week she was making about £38,000.
Well, seeing as this is a story on this show, and this show is crude, crass, and rude, so I would probably say that she sold her urine.
You are not 100 miles off with that. Closer. So, this woman, Stephanie Matto, made £38,000 a week by selling her farts in a jar. So,
hold on. Right. So me and my daughter sat down and we watched the BFG over Christmas, which is all about like catching dreams in bottles. So I get that. Dreams in bottles. I get ships in bottles. I even get like, little shells make it, or a candle in a bottle. But a fart in a bottle?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Apparently so. She utilises a 260,000 strong Instagram following. There's a surprise. And sells them for $1,000 a jar.
What?
$1,000 for a jar of her farts.
Are people actually buying these?
She's made $38,000 a week, so yes.
So does it because right? It's only us boys, isn't it? Let's be honest, right? If you're in bed sometimes, you do a little SPD, silent but deadly. You're telling me you've never gone under that sheet and just wafted it up to your nose? Because
over Christmas, they always smell of roast dinners, don't they?
There's just something about them sometimes that you just go.
It's even worse when you do one and then you pull the covers over you and your partner.
Yeah.
You will smell it if I've dealt it.
Or you pull the cover over and it's wet.
Oh, Damian.
Sorry.
Yeah, so she ended up in hospital because of this. And she says the reason was that she was drinking 3 protein shakes a day. Or she had drunk 3 protein shakes to make her wind in her body. And also a huge bowl of black beans. So she got protein shake and black beans. And then she started to feel something wasn't quite right. And she ended up in hospital, but didn't tell them what she was doing and why she was doing it, why she was in hospital, the reason why she was eating all of this. But basically, she was eating all of that to make herself gassy so she could do the farts in a jar and then send them off to really sad people who were paying $1,000 a jar for this.
I can't actually picture for a minute somebody getting the package in from Amazon delivery, right, or wherever, and opening it, off screws the top, and you pop it off, and you go, "Oh, that was grand, well spent." What?
That is what she looks like.
My goodness me, she's a bit of a stunner.
I'd buy one.
Right, so the jar is, God love you, thank you, love. Happy New Year, by the way. Cheers. Oh, bless her. There we go. Sorry, clean edit that one.
Your wife waits on you hand and foot.
Right, anyway, sorry, let's clean edit that bit. Let me come into...
Yeah, do it.
Yeah, let you come in.
It's frozen.
Edit.
Oh,
Frozen.
hang on. You're frozen, Damian.
Oh, he's gone.
It's a really unflattering position as well, isn't it?
Yeah. Screenshot that.
Yeah. There you are. Yes, you're back. Hello.
There we go. Right. So,
oh, no.
she's actually...
Hang on. Welcome to 2022, people.
Yeah. The technology gets worse as the years go on.
So yeah, Damian's disappeared. It's nice to know that the technical difficulties of 2021 have carried on till 2022. So basically, she ended up in pain and in hospital, thinking she was going to have a heart attack or stroke. But the doctors just basically told her that it was due to very intense gas pain. Now, if you've ever had very intense, when you've had trapped wind before.
I've never had trapped wind. I've had cramping when I've had to jump on the loo and...
Yeah, it gets painful, doesn't it? So... Yeah. I think the moral of that story is don't.
You've taken protein shakes before, haven't you? You have.
I have, yes.
So have I. I didn't know they were that dangerous or that.
But then if she was doing 3 in quick succession, that's a lot of protein.
In one take, yeah.
Yeah, you normally only meant to take 1 or 2 things a day.
Oh, right, okay.
So 3 is a lot. Hell of a lot. So yeah, that was my first little sort of story. I thought that summed up the start of 2022 quite well.
A bit like Damian's internet connection.
Yes.
Clean edit. I'm even doing the captain's job for him now. From these three media, this is the Three Men and a Microphone podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
You wouldn't think I've got ultra fibre, would you? I have no idea what happened. No idea.
Could have been Zoom crashing.
Right, God. Did you crash as well?
No, we were fine.
Oh.
You stopped in some very awkward positions.
Oh, no. Oh, good Lord. Oh, no. Was there a double chin?
No, you look like that bloke who couldn't walk in Men in Black 1 or whatever it was. The cockroach.
Oh, yeah.
So, it was a spur of the moment booking, and we took a bit of a gamble. Let's not talk about the tests that we had to do beforehand and when we got back and all that kind of caper.
Booking.
Booking. Yeah. But we decided to take Millie just for a day trip, which felt a bit weird. You're going so far to Lapland to see the real Santa.
I have a couple of questions for you about this. Firstly, how long was the flight?
Okay, the flight was about 3 hours there or thereabouts.
What time did you set off in the morning?
6 o'clock. So we got there about 9. But you add on an hour when you land, so you got there about 10 o'clock.
Okay, and how long were you there for?
Hold on, just go back slightly. What time did you get up in the morning?
Oh, 4:30.
So 4:30. What time did your taxi come to pick you up?
We slept literally the hotel next to the airport in Exeter.
Okay, so you got a hotel there, and then
That's a good idea, actually.
Yeah,
I like that.
So then we got up at like 4 o'clock, whatever it was, got straight in the car, went round to the airport, which was literally the next driveway in. Exeter's a really tiny airport. And the flight was at 6 o'clock. Bit of a delay on the flight, by the way, but it's one of those things. Didn't check any of the pre-flight departure tests that we were asked to suddenly get, which annoyed the wife. She's like, pay for these tests all of a sudden and didn't even want to check. But that's another subject for another podcast, maybe.
It doesn't take a lot to get her annoyed, though, does it, really?
So you got there. So what time? So how long were you there for?
We were there for 6 hours.
Okay, and what time did you land back in the UK?
Back in the UK, 10 o'clock-ish at night.
And what time did you get back home? Or did you stop at the hotel?
No, drove straight home because it was Christmas Eve.
Oh,
right. What an adventure.
When we got back, it was Christmas Eve.
So when you landed in Finland, was it snowy?
It's not Finland. Swedish Lapland we went to because it straddles the border, Lapland does, between Finland and Sweden.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you didn't actually go to Lapland?
Yeah, we went to Lapland, actually in Lapland.
You didn't, though. You went to Sweden.
Swedish Lapland, it's called.
I went to Lapland, but I went to Lapland in Ascot.
What?
London. You went to London, Lapland, didn't you?
I did, yes.
Yeah. Okay,
No,
right.
we went to the Arctic Circle. I got a certificate to prove it and everything. I got to tell you loads of stuff about while I was there.
Yeah, keep it short.
So we landed at dinner time, just before dinner time anyway. And when we landed, they said, what you need to do is when you get to the resort where Santa's village is, you take all your photographs within the first hour because it will be pitch black dark by 2:30 in the afternoon.
No.
You're in the Arctic. You're in the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
So
they only get like an hour and a half or 2 hours worth of daylight.
Yeah.
Right. And that is really bizarre because we get half two.
Wow.
So 2:30, they gave us dinner. And because it was Swedish Lapland, guess what we had for dinner?
Deer?
No.
Rudolph?
No.
Okay.
IKEA meatballs and mash.
IKEA?
So
Why was it
you've had
IKEA?
Meatballs and mash, basically.
Yes.
Right.
Okay. Oh, sounds quite nice. Was it proper mash?
Oh, dead creamy and smooth.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Dead nice. So we were having that at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Pitch black outside like it was midnight. Really, really weird.
See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So when does it actually get light there?
I don't know when it gets light. It must only get light about like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
Because they're on the Arctic Circle that far up north on the horizon. The sun just kind of goes on the horizon.
They have about 2 months of total darkness every year, and then they have about 2 months of no dark total. daytime all day. There was the sun never
because we
sets.
saw on the brochure when we got back, you can actually book to do a marathon or like a running holiday. It's called Running the Midnight Sun.
Yeah.
In
So
the
it'll be-
summer months or whenever it is.
It'll be midnight, and it'll be this. It will be like it's midday. Sunshine.
Probably wouldn't suggest that for you though, Darren.
So
Not really
you
the
get to
best thing.
Lapland. You've had your dinner. When do you see Father Christmas?
So when we see Father Christmas, you have to go through a wooden hut.
Oh, it's so exciting. I
And
love
then-
it.
But it's not just you going through a wooden hut and he's in the hut round the side or whatever, or down over the field. You had to walk through the forest.
Oh my God, I love it.
And the snow was it was like what you would see on an actual film. Not
But
a
real
modern
snow,
day,
right?
Real the snow.
Because we
looked
didn't
like
get that.
cotton wool.
Ours was great, but it wasn't real snow. You had, Millie, her
Proper snow
eyes
out
must
sky.
have been.
It snowed while we were there. When we were on the snowmobile.
How excited was she?
She loved it. She loved it. It was just fantastic. I
How
think it was a
excited were you?
bit- Way more excited. Way more excited.
See, I think I put on your. Did you put some photos on Facebook? And I think I put even me thought, oh, that's really nice. It looked really, really nice. And
You said the same to me actually as well.
Oh, did I might have commented on yours and not Darren's.
Yeah, it was mine. You commented
Oh,
on
okay.
actually.
Yeah, I probably didn't comment on Darren's because I just thought you never.
No, because mine was ASCAR. It was a.
Yeah,
little
it
more
wasn't
class.
Lapland though, was there?
Yeah. No, do you know what? He's beat me hands down here. You actually, you would win Dad of the Year for that because to go on a flight, she must have been so tired. Bless her.
I got to tell you what, we didn't tell her we were going.
Oh,
So she woke up at 3:30, 4 o'clock that morning. We woke her up. She was all sleepy, all Tina Turner hair all over the place. And she sat there in the bed, on the edge of the bed, again. We've got to go somewhere now, Millie. And she went, where are we going? I said, that's a secret. Where do you think we're going? And she just went, Tesco, shopping.
Oh, good old
So we pulled
Techio.
into the airport car park. There's people with luggage and suitcases going wherever they were going, walking down the alley, the pavement or whatever it was, into the departures. And she's going, they're going on holiday. Why are they coming to Tesco to go on holiday?
Oh,
It wasn't until we walked out to walk across the runway to get to the plane that she went, are we going on an aeroplane?
so she didn't hear any of the announcements
No.
or see them or anything
No.
like that.
No, didn't clock anything. And it
Oh
was just,
wow!
she sat on the plane. She went, where are we going? I said, we'll have to wait and see. I said,
Oh,
So you didn't tell her. So even when you landed, did you tell her where you were?
No, we didn't. She just said, we are far away from home because it's snowing.
oh,
Lots
bless
of
her.
snow.
Was she okay on the flight?
But good as gold, mate. Good as gold.
Read a book, TV, because you wouldn't have TVs on a short haul, would you?
No, we've downloaded programs to our phones
Right.
so she can watch bits.
I
and
don't
bobs, yeah.
think really though putting Darling Buds of May on for her is a thing. Do you know what I mean?
Or the Larkins.
Oh, good.
No, it was blankety blank.
So tell us the reveal. How was her face on the reveal?
It was just like a picture, and her eyes were like huge, just like massive, bright beams of just
I like that.
massive eyes. She's like, oh, the snow, and then she just couldn't wait. She just went dive into the snow and dive on here, and oh, look at the husky dogs. We went on the husky dogs ride.
I saw that because you tried to look cool on one of the husky dog photos, and actually, do you know what? You just look like you were having the best of fun. I don't often give you praise, but it looks so good.
There were
So
two
good.
things we got to complain about.
Your missus looked a bit moody on a few of them. I was like, do you know what? Does anything please you? Seriously.
Oh man,
Come
you're
round
brave.
here, sweetheart, for 20 minutes and you'll enjoy my television because it's pretty big.
Two things we've got to complain about. One is you have to wear their overalls, their thermal gear on top of your own gear, right?
Oh, wow.
Well, that's to stop you dying from frostbite.
Yeah,
in the middle of the
right.
Arctic
And,
Circle.
and because I'm a big guy, rotund guy,
Sorry,
Right.
you're a what?
rotund.
You went really angry again. You
Yeah.
went into wanted to rip her face off mode. I'm a big guy.
I'm
You got a
big
bit of an
guy.
edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big guy, rotund guy, and I'm not really very tall, as you know, 5'3", 4, 5'5.5" at a push. If I stand on my tiptoes,
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, the first time I met you, you kind of in the nicest way, you resemble a weeble.
Yeah, Richard Hammond height. Anyway,
Did they mistake you for one of the elves?
no. So
They put pointy ears on you.
they gave me the thermals, and because
But
I'm
a
not
Greek elf.
they had to give me a triple XL, right? Because this is triple XL, they expect you to be 6.5 foot, 7 foot tall. So my overalls are dragging on the boots that wouldn't fit anyway that they told me to wear as well. So I'm scraping along the snow, and I'm
Oh, Darren. And I thought, seriously, I thought the abominable snowman was like a myth. What is this going? It's Stavros Flatley. What's he doing here?
And because I'm not very supple, because I've put loads of weight on and during the pandemic and stuff, I try to get my cock over.
I beg your pardon.
The snowman.
You
Sorry?
said then, trying to get my cock over.
I know, I definitely heard
Yeah.
something cock-related then.
The snowmobile, I tried to cock my leg over like getting on a motorbike. I couldn't get my knee far enough up to get my leg over the seat. Right?
Episode
So my
one.
missus had to push my foot
Your cock.
up so I could slide it over to get
Oh, wow.
And I couldn't get out of the sleigh from the reindeer sleigh. I
This
had
is
to
mild
kind
then.
of roll out onto the side of the sleigh and then roll onto the floor.
What did you say, Damien? We wobble.
So getting on the kit and off the kit was a bit of a task for me. And
How long have you been on the kit? I mean, is it a problem or
Do you need some advice?
do we want to get? I mean, we're friends here. We'll get you off the kit. All right. It's not a great thing.
And there was one more complaint that I got about.
Sorry, there was one more. What?
There's one more complaint about this holiday.
He's lost the plot.
This day trip, right? It was all to do with I've forgotten. Do you know what? I'm glad this is pre-recorded because I've forgotten what it is now. I've forgotten what there was something else, and I thought I'm gonna have to bring that up in the podcast. And I can't
We'll just sit
remember
here and wait for you. Go on.
it. No, it's all right. No, move on, and then you can do some fancy editing.
No, I'm going to leave this in there to make you sound like shit, mate. Don't worry about it. So you've done all that. We haven't yet got to the big reveal, and we've been talking about this for the last 37 hours. So you walk through the snow. You're walking through the forest.
Yeah.
When do you get to see the safe Santa Claus?
At the very end, when you come out to the very end of the forest, you go past a little stop bit where you have some warm cranberry juice, which was amazing, and you had a little hot something to nibble as well.
Warm cranberry juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or is it warm berry juice? Something anyway. It's red and it's warm. Nice. It's not warm
Tizer.
red wine or anything.
Warm Tizer.
were you on the gear again?
Anyway, go on. We're waiting for Father Christmas.
And then Father Christmas, the elf came over to Millie and said, "Hiya, Millie." And me and Anne-Marie were like, "How do you know the name?" Nobody's asked what her name is. There's no labels, and it's really weird. I'm like, "I just know her name." Don't know. Anyway, so she went in, and then Santa went, "Hello, Millie. What's on your list for Santa?" She come out with this toy.
Can I just say, because this is a really sensitive story and this is really cute, but let's just be honest, right? Santa didn't sound like that because he doesn't sound like a pervert. Because
No.
that voice you did there, I wouldn't let my daughter anywhere near you. Seriously.
all right, Millie.
Hello. What's
so
on your
silly. What's on
So
your
Santa
list?
said,
Oh.
"What's on your list, Millie, for Christmas?" And she come
Yeah,
out
just
with
do
this
that voice, not
toy.
your creepy one.
Came out with this toy, and me and Anne-Marie had to look at each other and we're like, "We haven't bought that. That's on the top
Oh
of the list."
no.
So the elf was making jokes going, "I love it when parents have a panic look in their face." And I'm like, brilliant.
The elves are meant to be really good because one of my staff went there as well, and she had like an igloo, but they stayed there Christmas Day, which they completely regret and said they'll never do again. To stay away on Christmas Day, which I completely get. And they said the elves are fantastic. They just go like above and beyond. Is that right? But the Father Christmas is proper,
Oh, he
Like-
looks the business.
but-
He
but not
actually-
English.
Yeah, well, no, with a Swedish accent. Yeah,
Let's say Father Christmas isn't English. Father Christmas is from Lapland. So
Yeah.
yeah. So
anyway, the,
so
the,
what was
the
the
final
toy?
complaint.
What was the toy? What was the toy?
Oh, the toy was a cuddly husky dog.
Did they happen to sell those at Lapland? that you could buy as you went out?
They were actually in the memorabilia shop as you
Oh,
went
no.
out as well.
There's
We
a
had the
surprise.
same. We had the same. We actually had. Yeah. Yeah.
So what you
yeah.
didn't see then is all of these subliminally placed furry husky toys all around the place where you go, so that it just implants into the
Yeah.
children. So when they go out, they go, oh, "That's what I want."
Yeah. So the final thing I wanted to bring up and the complaint I had was in the coach on the way back, the Swedish tour operator sang a Swedish traditional song, which is really good. But then she said, what we normally do now is turn the lights off of the coach, and if you look through your window, you can see the northern lights, right? So me and the wife, we held it. Oh, we've got to see the northern lights, brilliant. So turn the lights off of the coach, and then the Swedish tour guide said, but unfortunately, it's cloudy tonight, and you can't see them.
Oh no!
We got on that plane to come back going, I don't believe it.
Well, you got to see the big guy, which is amazing. Here, Darren, father, honestly, such a great thing. And by the photos that I've seen, they looked amazing. So fair play to you, big lad.
Was it worth it?
Yeah,
Was
we
it
are going to do
worth
it.
the
We're
time
going to do
and
it
effort?
again. We're going to do it again, but we're going to do like an overnight stay this time and try and catch the northern lights.
So actually stay there overnight and fly back the next day.
We might do like a 2-night stay and take some friends with us as well. So it could be quite nice.
Are you going to add that to one of the 15 holidays you've already booked for this year?
Probably not going to be this year because it's quite pricey. It's probably going to be the year after.
How many holidays have you booked?
4.
4 holidays you've booked this year.
Yeah.
Going away holidays.
I've got a couple of overnight stays, which involve Thursday nights, which is our record night, as I said in the text. And then we've also got 2 proper weekly holidays.
Abroad?
On a plane, yeah.
See, this is what, right, let's just throw this out, right? Okay. And, we're not pompous on this show, but we are a little bit. So Ian and I earn a decent living. You should be on more for what you do, Darren. But
Thank you.
out of the whole group, by far, you go on the most holidays.
Yeah, because I'm married to an assistant head teacher.
Yeah. Married to a teacher who has 16,000 weeks off a year and then goes, we don't have enough time off work.
My eldest is 10. She's never been on a plane. What's that about?
Take her on a plane then.
I'm going to this
I
year.
haven't been on holiday. I haven't been anywhere on holiday for the last 5 years, 4 years.
Ian, you haven't been at your bleeding room for 6 months, for God's
that's very
sake.
True. That is very true.
You have told us in a previous episode that you're not bothered about going on holiday because you've got your Emmerdale farm on your land.
Yeah, but it would be nice to go away somewhere, but we haven't had the opportunity to be able to do that.
Or just book something and
Unlike
go.
you and your head teacher school wife.
Me and Damo can carry this for a week, can't we, mate?
Oh, I'd like to see you try.
I always remember it about I think it was about 1999, something like that. Ian, myself, and Don, we went on holiday. Can you remember that?
I didn't remember his name, but yes, I do. We went to, where did we go? We went to Lanzarote.
Was it like the in-between?
No, wasn't it like Alcudia, Mallorca? I think we went to Alcudia.
I think, yeah, we went somewhere. And so I even back then we were probably, I was 20, we were 21, 20,
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that. I never really liked going out 18 to 30s type. That sort of thing just never, ever appealed to me. I've never been someone that likes to go out and get bladdered and pissed on a night out loads. So we went and Damian said, let's go on holiday. And we booked it. And Don, is it Don?
Yeah.
No idea who he is. I don't even know how I knew him.
Is he a thing? Is Don a thing? Who was this guy?
I think he was. And we went away on this lads' holiday. And I'll be honest, I didn't really enjoy myf. And
seriously, you were closet then, though, weren't you?
Yeah,
you were
I was. I wish I wasn't.
There's loads of fit women over there.
When actually I was looking at all the fit men.
You were looking at their husbands. Yeah, definitely.
I was. But I do remember from that. I think you and him were fast asleep in the hotel, and I was up early because I don't sleep very well in hotels. And I got up and I walked out and I sat on the beach at about 7:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. And I watched this beautiful sunrise come up, and I was on my own, and I thought, this is what I wanted to do. I thought I should just have come here on my own. Sorry, Damian.
Did you have a moment? Did you cry?
I did have a moment, and I still remember it because I was.
Did you cry a little, or
no? I didn't cry a little, but I was sat there on the beach. The waves were just gently lapping over. It was just a really nice little moment.
Nice.
And then I went.
Wasn't the weather terrible? If I remember,
it wasn't that bad. I think we had a couple of nice days, and then I went back.
You go in the summer or in the winter?
Summer. I went back to the hotel room, and I just remember walking in and just sort of Damon going. And then
was I a good lad on that holiday? Was it rendezvous?
I think you may have had a few je ne sais quoi.
These three media. 3 men and a microphone podcast.
We've got these two people at work who are they're quite hip. That they're young girls, they're in their 20s, they know stuff. And before we broke up, they were having a little chat in the office because they do this every Christmas Eve. They wrap my presents for me. So, which is nice of them.
Shut up.
What do you mean?
Shut up. Honestly, do you get them to wrap your presents?
Yep.
Damian!
What?
That's bad.
What do you mean?
You get them to wrap your wife's presents?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
So anyway, they were doing that and I was playing solitaire or something. And they... I heard them having this little conversation. They were like, yeah, so what are you doing Christmas Eve? Oh, right, yeah, you're going out, blah, 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 blah. Oh, what are you doing what are you doing Twixmas? And suddenly I was like, what? And they said, yeah. Oh, I can't wait, yeah. So we go there. Oh, is that Twixmas Eve?
Twixmas?
Twixmas Eve, you nutter. I felt like, get away from my presents. Who are you? And they were like, yeah, okay, definitely. Well, let's make a thing of it during Twixmas then. Like really blasé. Like you'd go, oh, it's a bank holiday coming up. They were like, okay, yeah, definitely. Twix? Oh, mess. Okay, Twixmas, yeah. It's the bit in between Christmas and New Year.
Why is it called Twixmas?
If you're gonna have to Google this for me while we're live. It's a thing. Now, I didn't know this was a thing. And it originates from the holiday industry. This is where it came from. So have you found it?
Yes. So apparently, according to Google, it is the period of time between the 27th and 30th of December where it's acceptable to stay in your pajamas for 3 days straight and do nothing but binge watch everything on your Netflix list. And it is called Twixmas because it comes from an old English phrase, bet wix, which means between. Apparently.
So there you go. Now, this is the only time I feel like Marty McFly, because I bet everyone does this. You're in between it and you go, what day is it?
Yeah, every time.
Is it a Saturday? Is it a Sunday? No, it's Wednesday. What? How has that even happened? It's a strange time. And you I get moody because people go, oh, that's Christmas done. No, it's not. It's still Christmas. What are the 12 days of Christmas? Down? Well, there you go. Deck the Christmas.
My decorations were down before New Year's.
Sacrilege.
27th.
Really?
Yeah. Now that surprises me.
Yeah, it does surprise me, actually.
Because we had a real tree and it kind of wilts after about a month. And the thing is, obviously, with me, I'm a bit superstitious. You're meant to keep it up until I think it's the 5th or the 6th night. It's the 12 days of Christmas. So she went to put it down literally on the 27th. I was sweating. Don't do it. Don't put it. Oh my God. So I've made her towards the very end. She took everything down. We just had a bare tree. Nothing else but a bare tree. Literally, it looked like we were like Alan Titchmarsh's house. Someone came around and they're like, is that a feature? And we were like, it's just our Christmas tree. Yeah, but isn't Christmas over? Get out. Never liked you anyway.
It is over though.
Get out of my house.
After Boxing Day, it's like, I don't care anymore. We've had it. It's done. Move on. I'll have to.
No. The lights came down at the same time. You've got to keep one thing up. So, you don't want to get bad luck, do you?
No such thing.
Twixmas.
Oh.
No. Turkey and cheese baps on Boxing Day.
Oh, that's nice.
Turkey and cheese.
Yeah. I like the sound of that, actually.
Yeah.
Did you spoil your other half, Ian? Did he spoil you?
No, we set a limit of £50 each for presents, and that's all we spent. What's the point in? So I spoke to my mum and dad on Christmas Day. I phoned them up and said Happy Christmas, and I said, "Oh, what did you get each other?"
Typical him, innit? 50 quid.
No,
What a miserable existence.
What did you get each other for Christmas? I asked them. I asked my mum and dad, and they went, "Oh, nothing." They didn't even get them. They didn't even get a card. They didn't buy a present for each other. They didn't get a card for Christmas. Nothing at all. And they said, "What's the point? We've got everything we need. We don't need anything. I don't want anything. Why?"
We're getting similar. Because we've been together longer now. At the beginning, it was like, I'll get you a PS4. I'll get you a Switch. I'll get you this. I'll get you a trip to New York. And now it's like this year, it was kind of, things like a deodorant kit and, some pants.
What's the point of spending loads of money if you don't actually need anything? Because you're just buying stuff for the sake of buying stuff.
Do you know what I did? Right. I had a box and I wrapped it. And
you didn't wrap it though, did you?
No, I did this one. And I wrapped the box and I gave it her, right? Okay. And I handed it to her, right? And then she opened it. And when she opened it, she just saw my hand because there was like a hole and I put my hand in it. And she said, what's that? And I said, you just get me forever.
It was your hand and not your dick. Because you could have done dick in the box. Have you seen the dick in the Pringle tubes?
No.
No. Actually, get a Pringle tube, take the bottom out of the Pringle tube, stick the Pringle tube over manhood, get manhoodly, and then go to the wife. Oh, do you want a Pringle? And then put the hand in, and they grab you.
If the crumbs get in your,
well, yeah, that might.
Is it the Jap's eye?
Don't do it with salt and vinegar.
I was going to say, or sour cream.
Yeah, sour cream or salt and vinegar. Don't do it with that. And if it's cheese, then make sure you wash. But yeah, it's it's dick in the box.
Certainly don't do it with paprika.
The best thing on TV over Christmas has got to be all the stuff on Channel 5.
Hold on a minute. Absolute trash.
Hang on.
It was the worst Christmas for television ever. No Gavin and Stacey. No Only Fools and Horses. Mrs. Brown's Boys was dire. There was nothing. There was nothing on worth of value apart from this thing about a worm that was a kids program, which was really good.
Super Worm.
That was great. And there was a thing about a snowman. That was great. But it was terrible, Darren. Really bad.
Let me point out some of the good stuff that we really enjoyed in our drunken stupor on Christmas night. For example, Christmas night, we watched the best 80s songs ever. And what was number one?
Nobody cares.
What was number one?
Fraggle Rock. I don't know what.
Wham's Last Christmas.
Oh, well, there's a surprise.
So you watched Channel 5 on Christmas night?
Following that, there was the worst TV interviews ever, top 30. That was hilarious.
Oh, God,
who was round your house Christmas Day night?
Me and the wife.
Right. Who was there Christmas Day?
So every Christmas is just us three. It's Boxing night. Boxing Day we go out here and everywhere, and then New Year's Eve we go here and everywhere. Anyway, but yeah, Channel 5 for me owned it this year, including the Wogan documentary they put out, right, which was fantastic. And then I had to go and rewatch it because I can't remember watching it. Tom Hanks, Mr. Nice Guy documentary as well. It was brilliant. Channel 5.
Why did Channel we do 5, it? It's absolute.
Shut up, Darren. Shut up.
Nailed it.
Shut up. They didn't. So, I watched on Christmas Day. Colin watched Call the Midwife, which I cannot stand.
Oh, I hate that program.
I hate it.
Hate that program.
Colin, have a word with yourself.
He hates anything sentimental like that, and he watches Call the Midwife, and I'm thinking, oh my God, I just want to dive in the screen and punch them all in the face.
Go back, Ian. Go back. So again, I'm intrigued because you're a lovely couple, you and Colin. So do you get up early in the morning Christmas Day?
Normal. I get up early anyway, but normal time. So sort of.
Okay. Do you have a special breakfast on Christmas?
No. So we had a cup of tea. Then we went out and we went to feed the animals at the small holding. We then came back. We opened presents. I took Bryn for a walk. Presents. Yeah.
On 50 quid.
Yeah, we had about 4 or 5 each.
Socks,
and then obviously, Bryn brought us some presents. So
do you hug after each present, or do you have a hug at the end?
No, we don't hug. Why would I hug?
Like, thank you.
No. Yeah.
Do you shake hands?
No, we just thought, oh, thanks then, and carry on. Anyway, so then we had beef dinner. Then we settled down and I think we watched a film. I can't remember what we watched.
What was the film?
I can't remember, to be fair.
Mary Poppins Returns.
No, it was something. It was something not Christmassy at all. I think it might have been that Netflix End of the World film that was out.
Brilliant that is.
Yeah, the one that's all about Don't Look Up. That's
Don't
it.
Look Up, superb. That
Don't
is.
Look
Awful.
Up. No, it's one of the best satire films I've seen.
Terrible.
In a long time. Anyway, so we watched that, and then we just literally stick BBC One on, and we just leave BBC One on. So we had Michael McIntyre's The Wheel, which was quite good. Then Call the Midwife, which was rubbish. Then we turned off for EastEnders, and then I think we were in bed by 10 o'clock. That was our Christmas day.
Can you even watch Blankety Blank at least?
No,
Something funny.
we did watch Blankety Blank actually, and I didn't mind Blankety Blank, but I prefer The Wheel. I thought The Wheel was good.
No, it's not the same as the old days, though, is it?
No,
when it used to be only Fools and Horses. What's good on Christmas now?
Christmas Eve, we watched the two Gavin and Stacey Christmas specials, and I've watched the original Gavin and Stacey Christmas special every year since it was out, and we've watched the new version every year. And every year, we still don't know what happened at that flipping fishing trip with Bryn. I need to know.
There's no need to talk like that, is there?
No.
Whatever happened is between me and Margaret.
I've been to Barry Island.
Oh,
It's very nice.
have yourself a nice chipolata there.
I've stood where Nessa was when she was doing the Christmas Father Christmas stuff. I've been there. I like Gavin and Stacey. That's coming back anyway next year. So yeah, there's rumours it's coming back next year for the fight.
I need to give you a recommendation. Because, oh my God, the last 3 nights, there has been too much on telly. We went through Christmas. It's been bloody awful.
Yeah.
The last few nights, there's been everything on.
Yeah.
It is so good. I've got to tell you about this programme. James Nesbitt. It's #1 on Netflix right now. It is from an amazing author who has signed a deal with Netflix to make 15 of his novels. I think he's made like 3 or 4 so far. It is called Close to Me. It is so good.
I haven't watched it. It's on the list to watch because I liked the other 4 episodes. I think she's on 4 of the seasons.
Yeah, The Woods, Stranger.
Yeah.
So good.
I've liked all of those, so I shall be watching it.
That's my recommendation, to be fair. So good. So good.
Can I recommend quite a serious one? But if you haven't watched it, watch 4 Lives.
We're watching it tonight. It's not finished yet, though, is it?
Yes, all 3 episodes are out. It was.
I've heard about this, and
it's a bit. We won't go into the subject matter, but apparently Stephen Merchant is amazing.
He is amazing at playing a very, very, very vile person. But if you don't come out of watching that feeling very angry at what happened, then it probably didn't quite hit the mark. But it's very good. I can't recommend it enough. Sheridan Smith is absolutely superb.
She's amazing anyway. And also Anne was on ITV, which is all about...
I love that while it's been on.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, that was meant to be very good as well. So if you get chance, there is so much on it. And there's another thing as well on BBC One called The Tourist, apparently.
I've heard about it. Jamie Dornan.
That's meant to be very good as well.
Oh my God, I would watch that programme just for him. I don't care what else happens. Jamie Dornan, oh my God, one of the fittest men in the world.
I will be discussing next week James Bonds and Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
What's his name?
Henry Cavill, not Civil. He's not Italian. I am Henry Civil. Henry Cavill, idiot, Superman.
Buongiorno! Sevilla!
Mamma mia, my name Henry Cavill. Henry Civil. Mamma mia. Yeah.
Okay, giddy up. Okay, come on then. Come on, Rawhide. Okay.
What's wrong with this?
Let's go to that bale of hay. Come on then. What is this?
Stop. Start it again. I'll tell you what this is. Start it again, Captain. Okay, are we all in a line? Yes, we are. Okay, 2 steps to the side and kick the back of your heel. And 4 steps to the left.
This is nice. This is nice end talk music.
Hold on a minute.
Line
Seriously.
Right, okay, so you've got the choice then of this.
Yeah, that's good.
Which is the old one, or you've got this, which is the new one. It's nice and calm. It ends the show well. Give it a chance.
Do you remember?
Darren, can
Remember
I
the
just
hit-
no, Darren, shush. I'm going to share with you. You're a radio DJ.
Yeah.
You know, talking music.
Talking over
control
it, yeah.
Yeah, but you don't. Anyway, go on.
Do you remember the Hillbilly Rockers?
Do I remember what?
The Hillbilly Rockers with Hillbilly Rock, the Wool Pack.
No.
Hillbilly rock, hillbilly roll, here we go. Start it again, Ian. Just one more time. Start it again.
Clean edit. I like this. It's got a little bit of Ski Sunday in there as well. I think it works. No?
Ski Sunday.
There's a little bit of Ski Sunday in it. There is a little bit of Ski Sunday in that.
Never see it. Never watched it, so I wouldn't know.
You know the theme. There's a little bit of Ski Sunday in that.
Oh, you
Snooker
can
in it,
imagine
yeah.
him now. He's playing with his protractor, watching bloody Ski Sunday. What an arsehole.
Do you know what I did? I listened to hours of talk over music to find stuff for this show. None of you appreciate it.
Hot lip, mate. Sell it for $1,000.
Sell the shit that comes out of your mouth for $1,000. And that is it for this week's episode of Three Men and a Microphone from These Three Media. Coming up in the next couple of weeks, we will have a very special guest connected to Peaky Blinders. Yes, Peaky Blinders starts in a couple of weeks' time at the start of February-ish. And we will have a very special guest on talking about them in Peaky Blinders. Ah, yes, we will. That's coming up very soon on Three Men and a Microphone, and we've also got other stuff planned as well. Darren, thank you very much.
Thank you. It's been lovely to be back again, and Captain, I've missed you immensely. Damian, hi. So it's been great. Thank you.
Thank you, Damian.
Do you know what? Ian is right. We've got so much planned for this season. We've had a long chat about it. Bigger, better, more things coming, more good stuff to make you giggle. It's really exciting. And if you like the podcast, you're going to love it even more because we've got some really, really interesting stuff. And there may even be something when we go on tour as well. Oh, so lots coming up. It's all exciting. But it's been good to be back. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Ian. I'm off to have a poo.
Thank you. So, yes, thank you so much for listening. This is the first episode of Season 4 of Three Men and a Microphone. If this is your first time ever listening and you've liked it, leave us a review on wherever you're listening to us. If you haven't liked it, leave a review anyway, because it all counts to the algorithms. And share it with your friends. Let your friends and family know if they're into their podcasts, have a listen to this one, because I think they're going to enjoy the journey we're going to be on in 2022. If you want to find out more, head over to the website threemenandamicrophone.co.uk. Find us on all of the social medias. Just search Three Men and a Microphone and follow, like, subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening to it. And until next time, look after yourselves, stay safe. Thank you very much for listening. Three Men and a Microphone has been a These Three Media production. Ta-da!
Enjoyed this. Good to see you all. I'm off to spend an hour with Lord Sugar.
And I'll register us for the 22nd of February if you can both let me know that you're going to be good for it.
I will let you know by tomorrow night, actually, because I'll speak to my boss and I'll speak to home boss as well.
Yeah, okay. Cool.
All good. Thank you, boys. Have a good night.
you.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye. Bye.